They say lightning never strikes the same place twice. But for Ethan Rowe, it did, and when it did, it erased him from the world twice. Ethan was an ordinary man. He lived in Grayfield, a small, quiet town where nothing truly strange ever happened. He worked the night shift at a local printing shop. His life was simple, almost invisible, the kind of existence that left no footprints. Only faint traces in the memories of those who knew him. One Monday morning, everything changed. Ethan's manager arrived at the shop to find the lights still on, the printer still humming, and a half-finished cup of coffee sitting on his desk. Ethan's jacket hung neatly on the back of his chair, and his keys were still in the ignition of his car parked outside. But Ethan was gone. There were no signs of a struggle, no forced entry, and nothing was missing. It was as though he had simply stepped out for a moment and never returned. The town searched for him for weeks. Flyers went up, search parties combed the woods, and police officers questioned everyone who might have seen him. But no one had. Days turned into weeks, and soon the trail grew cold. By winter, Grayfield had stopped talking about Ethan Rowe. His name became another whisper of a story people told in passing, until he came back. 2 years later, without warning, Ethan walked into the Grayfield Police Department. He looked exactly the same as the day he disappeared. The same clothes, the same tired eyes. When the officer at the front desk asked him where he had been, Ethan simply said, "Somewhere I was never meant to be." He didn't explain. He didn't ask for help. He just wanted to go home. Doctors examined him. No injuries, no signs of trauma, no memory loss. He refused interviews, avoided attention, and lived quietly once again in the same small town that had already buried his memory. But peace didn't follow him home. A journalist named Mara Jennings became obsessed with his story. She wanted to understand how a man could disappear for 2 years and return without aging a day, without a single clue about where he'd been. She started asking questions to his co-workers, his neighbors, and the police officers who had handled his case. Most people were reluctant to talk. Some said Ethan was a quiet man haunted by something he couldn't explain. Others claimed he was afraid of what no one knew. Mara's investigation led her back to the printing shop, now abandoned. The windows were shattered, the machines covered in dust, and a faint smell of ink still lingered in the air. But in the corner of the room, behind a stack of forgotten boxes, she found a patch of wall that sounded hollow. When she broke through it, she discovered a small hidden room, a space barely big enough for one person to stand. Inside were dozens of cassette tapes, neatly stacked, each labeled with a date. All the dates matched the nights Ethan had worked before he vanished. Mara took one tape home and played it. For the first few minutes, there was nothing but the steady hum of the printer and the faint echo of footsteps. Then, at exactly 3 minutes and 7 seconds, she heard a whisper soft, almost inaudible, but clear enough to send chills down her spine. It said, "He shouldn't be here." The same words repeated at the same time on every tape. Before Mara could release her findings, Ethan disappeared again. His house was left unlocked, his phone on the table, and his bed neatly made. The only thing left behind was a single note on the windshield of Mara's car. It read, "Don't follow me this time." He was never seen again. Years later, the building where he once worked was demolished, but the construction workers who cleared the rubble told the same story that late at night, when the machines went quiet, they could hear the faint hum of a printer beneath the ground. Every year, on the anniversary of Ethan Rowe's first disappearance, someone leaves a single sheet of paper on the steps of the Grayfield Police Department. On it, printed in faded black ink, are the same words Ethan once spoke. "Somewhere I was never meant to be." And no one knows who leaves them there. What out for the part 2? Kindly like, comment, and subscribe.